constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's more, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
All right.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The inside handoff. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards.
Here's the handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job.
Fuck you go full.
There. They stop it after just a few. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab. And he's dragged down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Power football with the run. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. Linebacker or safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
And the Hurricanes will go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To the air on 2nd down. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wide.
Stop holding, bro. Damn.
Make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. To go up top on 1st down. Got his man.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Sweet.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down.
Okay.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
So.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Now to see if he... can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurately.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Gets it out quickly.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Canes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it, He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Burns. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Michigan offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Just feeds the running back.
Damn.
Stop behind the line, he'll
crazy.
lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Reels it in down the right side. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. This one's complete.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Running to the left. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Burns. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
Man, damn, bro.
Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They punted away on 4th down. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put. Play. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the
Fuck, bro.
35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Steps away to find some room. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Canes want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket.
Oh my gosh, bro.
A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Give him hell, dude, again.
Hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One more snap coming before halftime. The give on the option. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Johnston. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can hang on. That one
I go for this L. I go for this LD.
He'll force a fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense.
Is that the rule, though?
The defense has
You know what I'm
really
saying?
had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
All right.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Timeout, Michigan. Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 35. Gannon University, 17.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
To the ground with the back. Inside the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Johnston. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw.
Noodle on, man. Oh.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
Damn. I can't do that, bro.
And he
Y'all
never
can't do
had a
that.
chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle
Y'all
for the
can't
run
do that,
game for
bro.
this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw
But-
last week, you saw
Come
the
on, bro.
highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him
Yes,
going.
sir.
I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Johnston. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Canes will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense.
Separation, bro. You can't fuck it.
This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Block.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's got it down the middle, and he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Quarterback keeps it.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a
so close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
If they can pay off this third, scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
So now it's second and long. He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game, this is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Lost to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Burns. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive there.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Burns. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires to the middle.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Oh my gosh, bro.
For a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. They'll make the stop, and that first down authorize it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
GG's, LD.
And some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack. And you're proving you've got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts.